In this video lecture, I'm going to teach you how to do function format. Okay, in the previous lecture, I was able to teach you about print format, and this time around is just exactly the same thing with print format. Okay, so they are just exactly the same. Let me go ahead and remove everything here, and I'm going to leave this because we did this in the previous lecture, and we can go ahead and just reduce the names to like H to A and name to N and grade to G. So let's just do exactly the same thing here because we are going to play around with them. Okay, now I have done this. So what in a case I remove N from the position and put N here and come over here and place A? If I print this out, let's check it out and see the result of this. And do you know what? Because N is a string and this here is what? Is a float. So put everything back to S because they will be printed out for us. Let's go ahead and put back this to float and run this code and check it out. So student's name is 50 and his age is hello and his grade is 71.9. You can see that anytime you change this, it will take what is here. You see that? This is what? N. And this does not check if the student is what? A or N. You see that? It will go ahead and give you the second thing here. And that is exactly the same thing with G. If I put G here, it will tell me that the student name is 71.9. You see that? It will just go ahead and take whatever you have here and place for you there because the value of G is 71.9. If I put G here, it will give me the value of G. So you can be able to change this anytime and play around with it. I hope that is okay. So now I will show you the next thing I want to teach you, and that is function format. Go ahead and remove this percentage right here and put the dot format. Okay, dot format, and let's play around with this. Go back and put this back to N and this to A and run this code again and check it out. Student's name is percentage. Well, anytime you use format, please always remember to remove percentage S and all these. So I'm going to replace percentage S with curly braces open and close. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove this curly brace, all this, and put curly braces there and check it out. Remove this and let's go ahead and check out the results. Run this, and this is student's name is hello and his age is 50 and his grade is 71.9. You see that? It is really interesting. Now this is like a list, and let's go ahead and play around with it. So if you go back and remove G from here and place N here and go over here and put G, let's check it out. Boom! Student's name is 71.9 and his grade is hello. Okay, let's go back and put this back to N, and let me show you the next thing that you will like to hear or you would like to know. So if I come over here and put in 3 inside this curly brace, because this is a list, okay, this is just a list, and put in 1, let's put in 0 here and put in 1. Oh, this is 0 to 2. So the first one we have here is 0 and A is 1 and G is 2. Okay, that is the index. If I run this code, let's check it out and see this. The student's name is 71.9 because index 2 is G, and his name is hello. Index 0 is N, that is the first one, and his grade is 50, that is A, and A is 1. So if I go back and put them normal, 0, 1, and 2, and let's check it out. The student's name is hello, and his age is 50, and his grade is 71.9. So instead of doing that, you leave them empty, and they will give you that very, very fine. And what if you go ahead and put everything here to be 0, everything to be 0? Check it out. Student's name is hello, and his age is hello, and his grade is hello. You see that? So likewise, you can do that for 1, 1, 2, 2. Right? So I believe you're learning something very interesting here. Let's go ahead and add some spaces here. And if you want to add spaces, you go ahead, let's say 5, double 5, and let's go ahead and say this to be maybe 5. You want to add spaces in between there. Run this code and check it out. You can see after the first one, there is a space here, very big, and there is also a space right here. I believe that is okay. Alright. So for this 5 here, you might say there is no space here. You will notice there is a space, but the space comes after hello. If you go ahead and increase this to like 10, let's make that 10 so it will be visible enough. Run this code and check it out. Alright, you can see enough space right here now. So let's go ahead and remove all these, and we'll keep learning under function format. It's very interesting. Okay, so we are still under format function. I'll go ahead and remove this. I'll show you how to use this dot format in another way. Go ahead and remove this, so that, or you can go ahead and leave it. Okay, I'll leave that for you as I go ahead and implement one or other example so that you can see how to use dot format in Python programming. Let's say for instance, and I'm going to say for I in range, I want to print in range of 1:11, that is 1 to 10. Okay, then put this there, and let's say for I in range of 1, okay, this is 1:11. all right, so let's go ahead and print out this. I'm going to say print I, and I multiply I. You will see the result, and then you will know what I'm doing. This is I multiply I multiply I, and I cube I, that is I multiply I. Go ahead and close this, and let's multiply this and check it out. Okay, you can see that this, I'll drag this up a little bit. Let's drag this up. You can see that this is not arranged very well. I want to print 1 to 1000, that is 1 to 10, and 200 and to 1000. You see that? So let's go ahead and use a format method to arrange this very well. So inside here, I'm going to say, go ahead and use the curly brace, which we just did previously. 3 curly braces for each of these, for the first one, second one, and third one. Go ahead and say, give a space of, let's say 5, and a space of 5, and a space of 5. I don't know if this is really too much, but we are here to learn, and let's go ahead and say dot format. So close this at the end. So we input everything inside the format function. That's why this lecture is format function. So run this code and let's check it out. So you can see that this is now arranged. You can see our result and is arranged properly. You can be able to read this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 to 10, 1 4 9 16 25 36 and to 100, and this blah 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 to 1000. So this is 1 to 10, this is the square, and this is the cube root. Okay, so multiply 2 is 4, 2 multiply 2 is 8, 3 multiply 3 is 9, 3 multiply 3 is 27. The cube of 4 is 64, the cube of 5 is 125, the cube of 6 is 216, and the cube of 10 is 1000. So that is what I just did with this. So I believe you really got that, and you see the use of format and how important it is. So go ahead and put this down and play around with it and check out, and make sure you followed me step by step to get everything I really discussed in this lecture, and make sure you apply them in your various programming language in Python, because various programming languages cannot use the same thing or the same format except Python programming. Okay, so if you have any question under this video lecture, please use the question and answer section, and I'm going to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in the next video lecture.